Clay Cole Show. And here's our star, Giggly Clay Cole, Pussycat. What's the line? Get that dog out of here. All right. 5 Pussycats out there, welcome to our show. I knew that record so well, Tom Jones. I've done it so many times before. But when you get those real extreme close-ups, I get nervous. I do. I just feel like the whole world is looking at my lip. And that doesn't move to the record right or something. But that's Tom Jones, What's New Pussycat, and certainly everybody knows the words by now. It's such a big hit in New York City. We welcome you to our all-star Saturday night show. We've got some good ones tonight for you. I must apologize. All those of you we told you Bobby Rydell would be with us tonight, and he was scheduled and certainly was here this afternoon, but he's doing another TV show later tonight, and they pay much more money. So we've allowed Bobby to go ahead and do the other show, and he'll be with us next week. But we'll wait till you hear who we've got to step in for Bobby Rydell. Great friend of our show, and young man with a big hot record called No Pity in This Naked City. Mr. Jackie Wilson will be stepping in for Bobby tonight as our headliner. Knew that make you happy. Also on deck, Gary Lewis, singing a couple of his great oldies, and his brand new one. Johnny Thunder, Donna LYNN, and the Trade Winds round out our sporting show tonight, and they'll all be standing by to entertain you after we pause for these very brief messages. So hold on, we'll be right back. The action starts in a few minutes. Here's a young man, has a big hit record all over New York City. We're glad. He's such a nice guy, talented young man, and most of you, I'm sure, remember Big Loop-de-Loop was his hit just a couple of months ago. Let's welcome back with Dear John, Mr. Johnny Thunder.
Won't you listening to a lonely fella? Got to tell you why it's so. Here in my hand is a letter that says, I don't want you no more. Let me read it to you. Dear John, I'm going to leave you. Dear John, I'm going away. Dear John, I'm going to leave you. I'll see you later, Johnny, like some other day. Now, this woman seems to be happy. But let me tell you, I've got it bad. Oh, now, how in the world could she feel so good while leaving me so sad? Lord, dear John, I'm going to leave you. Yeah, dear John, I'm going to. That's what you told me. Dear John, I'm going to leave you. I'll see you later, Johnny, like some other day. Oh, yeah. Oh, the woman left me. Yeah. Maybe some of you folks have had trouble, and you can tell me how to be wise, Lord. 'Cause every time I read this note she wrote, the tears stream from my eyes. Let me tell you now, dear John, I'm going to leave. That's what she told me. Dear John, I'm going away. Yeah, dear John, I'm going to leave you. I'll see you later, Johnny, like some other day.
And that's Johnny Thunder. He wrote that song called Dear John, and since his name is John, we hope that he didn't have that kind of misfortunate mail there. We'll talk to him later, and he's going to do another song for us, of course. But here's a young lady been with us, oh, gosh, so many times in the last 2 or 3 years. A favorite of all of us, especially you young girls at home. Wish you could be Donna LYNN. Welcome her. Underneath that beautiful bouffant hair, little Donna LYNN. And she'll be back sing more for us a little bit later in the show. But first, Trade Winds, Gary Lewis, Jackie Wilson standing by after these brief messages. We'll be right back. Here's three very talented young men, not only writers and producers, but as a singing group, they're tops. Had a hit recently, and now they got a brand new one. Let's welcome back to our stage the Trade Winds. Come on, gang, welcome.
The stars while the waves break over our feet. I'm gonna keep you away from the crowd, steal you away, and I'll feel so proud with you by my side, with just the moon and the tide. To hear me ask you summertime girl, won't you please be my summertime girl? Won't you please be my summertime girl? There's a spot that I know of down by the ocean. And there'll be just you and me and a bottle of suntan lotion. I'm gonna take every day from now till September. Make every day a day you remember and keep this feeling somehow. So baby, come close to me now. Well,
All right. Trade wind. Under that beautiful bouffant hair with the trade wind. I like those guys very much. And I think, are the only East Coast group, the only New York-oriented group that has that West Coast sound, that fresh air sound, we call it. I like that very much. And they're going to do right now, the song was so big, oh, gosh, I'd say about 3 or 4 months ago, all about
Do you have a light?
Oh, it's going to be one of those shows. Say hello to Joey Villa. A light? Hey, it's a funny thing.
Don't be nervous, I'm not.
No. It's a funny thing I was just going to say. We have a friend of yours that's coming in a little bit.
Why not?
That's what I was going to say. Later in the show, we have a good friend of yours, so you stick
I
around.
missed my boat back to France, and yes, I'm on that ship, the Gretzel.
The Gretzel?
The Etzel.
Oh, the Etzel,
Yes.
the ship?
Yes, of course. Yes, very good. Go ahead on.
Oh,
Go ahead
I'm
on.
sorry. I thought you had an ending to that. I tell you what, in fact, I'm glad you did come by because
glad.
I'm glad you dropped in because let me tell you, Joey, being a very funny comic, had a wonderful experience just recently in the whole. Did I miss something?
Yes.
Did you? Oh, you did the cigarette trick?
Such a long way. I feel so out of it walking down Broadway. I feel so very shine. I look out there and find my woody that time. Covered with snow. New York's a lonely town. When you're the only surfer boy around. I feel so very shy. I look out there and find my woody that's covered with snow. Town, when you're the only surfer boy
About that West Coast sound, I like that group very much. They'll be back for you. Gary Lewis is next, so hold on. We'll be right back after these messages. Here he is from California, Liberty Records, big money maker. This one isn't considered a goldie. I guess you'd have to call this a diamond record. This diamond ring, and here's Gary Lewis.
Doesn't mean
Hi there. Welcome back. I slipped into something more comfortable because I thought we'd sit down and have a man-to-man talk.
Okay.
But I can't sit down. So, would you throw me in a stool, please? Son of a gun. Wise guy. Listen. I'd just like to make a statement. And you can sit there and look embarrassed for a minute. First of all, you have managed to accomplish a lot of things since you first sang that on our show. Number one, you've done what's almost impossible. The hardest thing, of course, to most people is getting a hit record in the first place. But the really difficult thing is coming up with a second hit and then a third hit. The second one, I think, is always the hardest. You managed to do that naturally with the number one song called Count Me In. And the second accomplishment is that you finally, in a short time, been able to make more money than your father. Now, that is truly a big, tremendous accomplishment.
Yeah.
And the number three is this brand new album, the first Gary Lewis album. Who Wants It? You Got It. It's called This Diamond Ring, of course, and it's full of nice stuff. Good songs, good tunes, some new stuff that you haven't heard Gary do before, except perhaps on the Ed Sullivan Show. I don't know, have you done any of these things on TV before?
Yes, this first one there.
This Diamond Ring.
Yeah.
Well, what's been happening to you now since your tremendous success? What's the most outstanding thing?
Well, we just came off a 46-day Dick Clark tour, the Gene Pitney show, and that was great. We'd never been on a tour before, and we just came off that one, and so far that's been the greatest thing now. And then a lot of things are coming up.
Did you travel on a bus?
Yeah.
Oh, that is excitement.
Oh yeah, it was cool. I dug it.
Seeing the country in a bus and hotel rooms.
Yeah, I really liked it.
Well, that tour was a winner. Dick had about 3 tours of it. The Pitney tour, the one you were on, was really the big one. And Goldsboro was on that.
Right.
Bobby Goldfarb.
Yeah.
He dropped in on his way down south. I think you were going to South Carolina or something. He dropped in and said it was going well. What's your daddy's reaction to your tremendous success?
He's very happy about the whole thing, but he still doesn't understand good old R&R.
You're kidding.
No.
I don't think we should let the rest of the kids know that.
Well, that's all right. He likes it.
I'm sure he does. He's a hippie guy.
Oh, yeah, he wails a little bit.
Crazy guy. Where are your Playboys? Are they with you or around town? Or
they are around town someplace. A couple of them have a cold.
Well, you can't play organ and accordion and stuff like that with a cold.
Right. So they're resting. They're in bed, and but they're all here in town with me.
Well, we send them our best too. Happy to see them again too. You're going to do the new one for us now.
Right.
This is the next big news, and that's called
"Save Your Heart for Me."
Yeah, Your Heart for Me. Gary Lewis, one more time. Thanks.
Someone new, have yourself a summer fling or two. But remember, I'm in love with you, and save your heart for me. When the summer moon is on the rise, and you're dancing under starlit skies, please don't let the stars get in your eyes. Just save your heart for me. When you're all alone, far away from home, someone's gonna flirt with you. I won't think it's wrong if you play along. Just don't fall for someone new. When the autumn winds begin to blow and the summertime is long ago,
nice audience tonight, by the way, and I want to, if we get a chance later in the show, I'll introduce. There's so many towns. We got all the boroughs in New Jersey here tonight, so we'll try to get to them as we roll along later in the show. Before we get Jackie Wilson on stage, one more time, we're going to hear from Donna Lynn. Here's an encore for you, so make her feel comfortable, will you? Our own Donna Lynn.
Someone who is the one perfect for you. Let his arms keep you warm. That's your love in a when your heart breaks. That's love. Don't hang up on love. When his look makes you jump for joy, when his kiss shakes you, he's your boy. Oh, don't let him take off like a scandal. In other words, when your heart breaks, that's love. Don't hang up on love. At a beach party or a movie show, suddenly you'll walk right up to you. You will get the message when it says hello, and you know what to do. Oh, how you will hug him, squeeze him tight, and you'll just love him day and night. Wedding bells are what you've been dreaming of, and you know when your heart breaks, that's love. Don't hang up on wedding bells are what you've been dreaming of, and you know when your heart breaks, that's love. Don't hang up on love. When your heart breaks, that's love. Don't hang up on love.
Donna Lynn, if your heart rings, answer. It may be the brain calling you. Who knows? Now, before we get Jackie Wilson on stage, and by the way, we certainly thank you.
Wait a second. I don't know what it is here. But every time that you... What is with the laughing now? All right, get out. Get out, all of you. I mean, I don't want no laughing. I come here to tell them about the whole thing, what it is. Where's the producer? I'm going to blow him up.
No.
I want the producer of the show. I don't want
the
none
producer.
No, seriously, I don't want none of this playing around, and don't tell me what it is, because I, too, know what it is in Germany when they play the rock and rollers.
Oh, they have rock and roll in Germany?
Yes.
You like rock and roll music?
No.
Oh, no.
I love the rock and roll music, but otherwise, you know, the other one, the Knackwurst with the sauerkraut songs, all this. With the Wiener Schnitzels and the dumplings and the sauerkraut. This is rock and roll. Nicht, you know, when you try to...
Rock and roll.
What?
Nicht, no.
Nicht.
No. That's not rock
That's
and
the
roll.
name of the song. Nicht rock and roll. That's right.
Listen,
You know a lot about German rock. What?
We have some of the same hand motions. How about that? I think I know who you are.
You don't know who it is.
I saw you in that movie, that the Von Ryan's Express.
Oh, I was
movie.
the hero.
You were the hero in that?
I
What you
shot
in
Frank Sinatra. I was
Yeah, you're playing?
Yes.
Oh.
I knew he couldn't make the train, you know, at the end. I don't know if you saw the pictures.
Yes.
I was the Luftwaffe chief in the plane.
Uh-huh.
I trained for 8 years, you know. No, to blow up the bridge.
Oh, I see.
I couldn't hit the bridge.
Oh, who did?
I hit the mountain, I got killed.
Oh,
Just for a little while. I was killed for a little while. I crashed, I went down in the canyon. Right? Sure, the producers, because I couldn't break the bridge, you know. They were screaming, oh, he got killed, you know, it was crazy. I didn't know what it was, right? So he was so glad that I got killed, he gave me another part.
Thanks for that, to give you another one.
He had nothing to do with it. He was running away, you know. He was in the part. He had some little part. I was the hero. If you looked the way I stood out in the picture, it was wonderful. They said, oh, isn't he beautiful? And I said, yes, I am. I love the way I look.
Well,
I
you
saw
don't look
the
so good now. That uniform looks...
No, I don't look.
I didn't mean to
now.
offend you. Hey, no.
Just one
No,
minute. Don't ever say this.
No, it just was kind of grubby for television.
Well,
No,
I just had the uniform cleaned.
You just had the uniform.
That's right. My name is Dr. Hans Wohlsteiner.
Oh, I read about you in Time Newsweek. You're the
Time Newsweek. Not only that. You also read about... Look, don't you be afraid of me. You stand still. I know what you're trying to do.
No.
He's trying to look better than me, aren't you?
That's impossible. Nobody
You
would better.
can't, not because I'm dressed up.
You are a handsome guy.
Just a minute. You're in trouble. Let me check you out.
Anything?
It stopped.
No. Only the show stuff.
No, I got to tell you what... So they give me this part, you know. The part on the end is where Frank Sinatra, who is Von Ryan in the picture, see? He got a small part. He is, you know.
But they named the picture after him. It's his company, I guess.
Yeah, they named the picture after him, but they made it all around me. You know.
It was a big picture.
It was a big picture.
An epic, huh?
Right, epic. What's an epic?
That's a big picture.
Oh, it was a big picture, right? So now, his part on the end of the picture, all the Germans, they're running after the Americans, right? So me, I was running. Shut up! I just asked you. Asked the producer. We throw everyone out.
No. They're our audience. They're wonderful tonight.
Oh, they're wonderful?
Yes. No. They want. Come on.
I'm only
Come on
for
here
it.
to our I want to
No.
tell you. Of course, you know who this guy, young gentleman is if you watched our show.
No, just a minute. I got to tell you about the ending. Oh, the ending of the picture.
Oh, I thought.
See, I read the script. Now, Frank Sinatra's running after the train. All the Germans are trying to catch him. Right? With the guns. Right? And he's trying to jump on the train. Now, I read the script, and I know he runs around with the girls. And he was getting tired. I said, he'll never make it. I got him with the gun. It's all over. I was the hero. There was nobody left but me. And there I was. I stood there, and I took a bow. I said, that's right, Dr. Hans Wohlsteiner. They changed the name of the picture from Von Ryan's Express to Dr. Hans Wohlsteiner
Express.
I'm so tired now. I was lying.
They called it that because after that, Dr. Hans Wohlsteiner, you couldn't express yourself. Oh, I'm not the funny one. He is. Besides, you didn't pay to get in here.
What is
No,
this?
come here. It's over here.
I'm serious.
Enough shtick. Let's get serious. You know, of course, that this is Bernie Allen. Let's welcome him. And I don't want to say that you're over-promoting, but look at this. Bernie Allen opens at the Copacabana July 15th with Joni James, and it's his first appearance at the Copacabana, and naturally that's the haven for all great comics. So if you can't get in, at least let's give him all best wishes from our show. Come on, let's welcome him. Congratulate him. Bernie Allen. We'll be right back with Jackie Wilson. Hold on. Here he is, the young gentleman you've been waiting for. One of the most dynamic and exciting performers to appear certainly on any stage. So we're delighted to have him as our special guest star tonight, Jackie Wilson.
Put you down. make it much longer. My heart's getting weak. It's not getting any stronger. You keep me so upset. My head's in a whirl. But if you wanna be my girl, you'd better stop. Yeah, dogging me around. 'Cause if you don't stop, I'm gonna put you down. Now you know you go all night to have yourself a ball. Sometimes you don't make it home at all. I don't mind you having yourself a real good time. But now, what you trying to do? Trying to make me lose my mind. You'd better stop. Yeah, dogging me around. If you don't stop, I'm gonna put you down. Yeah, put you down. I don't wanna do it, but I'll have to put you down.
Oh, all right. Jackie Wilson, come on now, let's have more of that stuff. Welcome back. Talking around sound bring back memories to me.
How about
We shared a lot of stages together, been through a lot of trends together.
Quite a few.
And we're still, thank God, rolling along. Like
How
Old Man
about it?
River. You know, I think it's a good thing that television is around. You know, so many rock and roll shows on TV today, and it's good for you because you've always been such a dynamic visual performer as well as on record.
Well,
and you've
thank
been
you
doing
very
much
kindly.
more of it, too.
Yes, we have lately.
How about movies? I keep saying to you, you should
Well-
be on that big screen.
We've got something in the making, and we
Oh,
don't
yeah?
know exactly what. We're out to Universal Studios about 3 weeks ago. And we talked to a few people out there, and they've got something in the fire working now.
Oh, that's the studio out there now.
That's
Universal's
right.
a swinger.
I know.
That must have been when you did Shindig, because I
That's-
enjoyed you very much. on
That's
that show.
correct. Thank you very much.
Very wild. Now, the new song, which has kept your manager on the road, which I'm happy to hear, and No Pity in This Naked City.
That's correct.
Where'd you find a song like that?
I told a tale, slight one. That's a little pity here.
Oh, no. Where'd you find the song? You didn't write it?
Yes, I did.
You did write it?
Yes.
See then, aren't you glad I brought it up?
How about it?
How about let's do it right now? You ready?
You've
for
got it.
Mr. Jackie Wilson.
There's no pity in the naked city. Yeah. When you're all alone and all your hard-earned money's gone. There just ain't no pity. No pity. No, in the naked city, yeah. Help me now. You go walking down Broadway, watching people people catch the subway. Take it from me, don't ask for a helping hand, 'cause no one will understand. Have no pity, yeah, yeah. No, if I take it pity, yeah, yeah. Oh, help me now. And they will mess you around. Let me tell you, millions will watch you have mercy as you sink right down to the ground.
Star, Mr. Jackie Wilson sings Night. You got it.
Here comes the night, another night to dream about you. I'm not without you. Once more, I feel your kisses. Once more, I know what bliss is. Come you're gone, but you come back into my arms each Once more, I feel your kisses. Once more, I know what bliss is. Come back, my darling, you're gone, but you come back into my arms each time.
special guest star tonight, one of his great classic records, Night. We'll be back after these very brief messages. Hold on, more to come. Our special guest, Jackie Wilson. Yeah, I agree. And Gary Lewis, Johnny Thunder, Donnie Lynn, the Trade Winds, Bernie Allen and Joey Villa, for sharing their Saturday night with us. And our special thanks to the stars of our show in the audience tonight from Valley Stream, Fort Lee, Brooklyn, the Bronx. We have them from just about everywhere tonight. We thank them for coming down on this weekend, too, in their busy summer. So this is a special week for me because tonight, this week, begins my third year here with the show on WPIX. So thank you very much. We've been through an awful lot together since the early days when we were the only show around. Now there's the Shindigs and the Hullabaloos and the Chivalries and the Go-Go's and all the other things. But it's nice that you were kind enough to let us share the airwaves with the other shows. And I so seldom get a chance to thank you for being so nice to me and supporting our show for so long. So I do thank you very much for 3 nice years. We'll see you next week or maybe Wednesday night when our whole gang of regulars will get together to play the songs from the top of the charts. Monday night, Sam Riddle comes your way with Hollywood a Go-Go. You tune him in, have some fun with him. Till then, Clay Cole, thanking you very much. Saying good night.